Okay. And Denise, are you with us as well? Are you able to do your camera? Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. So, hi, I am Cheryl Carey, and it's good to see y'all again. And I also have Nilt with us. Oh, here comes Deidre. Hi, Deidre.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So now that we're all here that can make it tonight, I do want to let y'all know that we are recording our session tonight, and I will share this back with y'all. So just, I always like to say, be mindful of your surroundings. I happen to have a teenager who's probably going to be disruptive and run through the room once or twice, but tonight, I've already given him the look and told him to please not. So we'll see how he does. But I'm really glad that y'all are here tonight. And again, I'm Cheryl Carey, and I am the membership coordinator for TECECN. Nilts Henson is also here with us tonight, and she is one of our board members as well. Nilts, your role title now is?
Well, I'm still with event and outreach, coordinator together with Sheila, and I still right now I'm appointed as the finance chair.
Okay. We are a board that wears a few different hats, and occasionally we share hats. So appreciate the role that Niels plays when she helps us. And so tonight we're here together to launch our ASPIRE Mentorship, and this is a pilot program. So we're really excited that y'all are a part of it. And we do have 4 members of this cohort. It's going to be Cecilia, and I'll let y'all introduce yourselves in a moment. Deidre, Denise, and then Lupita will also be joining us, and she is currently driving, and so she wasn't able to join us tonight, but she'll get the recording and hopefully will be able to join us for our next meeting. So what I'd like to do is just share a little bit about ourselves as an introduction. Tonight, we're going to do an orientation and kind of go over the application steps. I know this is like literally the day after coming back from New Year's, and hopefully everybody had a good New Year's. So I wanted just to kind of us to be able to touch base and talk about what y'all would like to do and kind of how we can do this going forward, knowing that we're here to support you. So a little bit about myself. I have been in the early childhood field for, I think I'm probably going on 25 plus years. I started with Child Protective Services, and then I worked with child care licensing and continued on into different roles in the early childhood field. I have been a substitute in the child care classrooms, which is kind of complementary to having been an investigator because I get to see a lot of different classrooms. I haven't been a director or a teacher in a long-term setting, but appreciate the opportunity just to be able to support teachers and to work with children. I am, again, the membership coordinator, and TECECN started about a year ago, and we started with our members in April. So we are close to having what I think you could call a first year anniversary. So it's been really nice with TECECN to be able to have a networking, um, uh, I guess, network that we can support trainers and consultants and help trainers like yourselves to become consultants and to also become on the Texas Trainer Registry. Nils, do you want to share a little bit about yourself, and then we'll let our newest members join us for introductions.
Yes. Hello, Cecilia and Deidre. Nice to meet you. And I mean, we are so thrilled to have you tonight. I'm Renilda Henson, and my background is I'm an early childhood educator, and at the same time, I teach in the graduate school. I just recently promoted as a dean of college or graduate school for special education. But at the same time, I'm also an independent consultant trainer And of course, I'm an advocate for young children's literacy and emotional development. My specialization is in child development, inclusion, education, and psychology. I'm a board certified SPED from early childhood to the 12th grade. I'm an ESL also certified. So I have a credentials from state of Oklahoma, early childhood administrator and teacher, as well as Delaware, the state of Delaware. I'm also an early childhood certified and also an administrator. I'm a TECECN master trainer, and the Texas Early Childhood Professional Development System, I think I started in 2016 as a master trainer. And then I'm also an infant and toddler external specialist and technical consultant for Texas Healthy Child Care. I've been, teaching for almost 26 years. Of course, I'm also, aside from my tech ed board of director, I'm also part of the TACE, the Texas Southmost, which is in RGV, Rio Grande Valley. I'm a member of the different organizations. But of course, being, I would say, a board member as one of those initiator or the founder of TechEd, it gives me really a privilege to be working with fellow educators like you. So thank you so much, and hope we'll be here to help you, guide you, grow also as an educator as we work together here as a team. Thank you.
And then for our new members, if you will, tell us a little bit about your early childhood experience, your trainer experience, and then share your reason that you know so far of wanting to join the Texas Trainer Registry. Cecilia, do you mind going first?
No, I would be glad to go first. Hi, my name is Cecilia Holt, and I have been a teacher for 18 years in early childhood. Most of those have been in the kindergarten classroom. And then I became an administrator where I was an assistant principal and a principal for 20 years. And for the last 5 years, I have been the director of early childhood for Denton ISD. And during that time, I've also taught a class at TWU for just the very beginning class. And as far as what I would like to get from this is to become a certified trainer so that I can go out and help others with setting up developmentally appropriate classrooms and just, continuing to learn as well. So yeah.
Great.
Welcome. Thank you.
And Cecilia, remind us where you are from. What area?
I'm from Denton. Yeah, I live in Argyle, so I don't know if y'all know where that's at.
I know we are neighbors, Cecilia.
Where do you live?
I live in Garland, which is a suburb of Dallas, and Denton
Yes.
is also close to my son's home. They live in Louisville.
Yes. Yeah, you're very close to me. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. We can get together one of these days.
Absolutely. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Deidre, do you mind going next?
No, not at all. Hi, everyone. Deidre Harris, and pretty new to Texas. Been here for about 2 years. And gosh, I have been in the early childhood field for well over 35 years. Lots of different roles, from preschool teacher to kindergarten teacher to K-1-2 multi-age teacher. Oh my goodness. Instructional specialist and coach. Um, when I moved to Hawaii, where I used to live for about 20 years before coming to Texas, there I was the director of training for the state resource and referral agency. And then after that, I joined a very, very large private preschool and became an instructional coach there, also a preschool director there as well. which was my last role before I stepped into consultancy. And I've been a consultant for, I don't know, since 2018. So it's after the holidays for me. So I'm off with my math. So um, as a consultant, I do most of my work with the pyramid model. I'm not sure if you folks are familiar with them or not, but they work on they work with social emotional development and working with programs to support them in developing policies and procedures to reduce challenging behaviors. So a lot of people might know them as CCEFL or PBIS or PBS or underneath MTSS. There's just a whole variety of names depending on your background. So I do a lot of work with them. I work internationally and do a lot of training and coaching for them. So I coach other coaches who do training. And I also do a lot of train the trainers for them as well around the country and also internationally. So I work with several programs, one in Africa and one in Jordan. So I have the blessings of being able to travel and support people everywhere. Why did I join TECN was because being brand new, I wanted to step into a community of other professionals who do what I do, want to learn more about the lay of the land, you know, what's in Texas, what's happening in Texas in terms of early childhood. Would love to start doing some training here. I've done several trainings here with Head Start and Early Head Start with them and some other programs, but would just like to step into that on my own. I'm trying to think. Oh, and so also under my own brand, I do a lot of leadership development training for early childhood programs, as well as highly effective team development training.
Great.
I think, did I do all the questions?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, I
good.
think that we should do some co-training together in Hawaii.
Oh,
I'm still trying to go there.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I still have clients there, so I go back often. So yeah.
That's nice. Well, both of your experiences are really exciting. I do have a message here from Denise. So I'm gonna and Deidre, you are in what part of Texas as well?
I'm in Willis, so just north of Houston.
Okay.
So, Sherry, what's the name of our one of our participants? Just says new owner's iPhone. What's her
Yeah,
name?
I was just about to speak to Denise is is talking with us through chat. So she says here, I'm on my phone. I have been in the early childhood field for 30 plus years. I am a registered childcare home currently. I have been an owner director of a childcare center. I have experience with the early childhood home. I would like to offer support for other early childhood homes, and I am Texas Rising Star 4. So this is Denise. And then our fourth person who's not with us tonight is Lupita. And Nils, do you want to share a little bit about Lupita since you, and let me just say also that Denise is in Houston as well.
Okay. Well, first of all, Lupita is, I will say, a veteran early childhood educator. She's been working all her life in, childcare facilities, but the most recent one before she retired, because she's already retired, is with in a military facility, because the husband is also a military officer. But since they have retired, they moved to Brownsville. I don't know if you're familiar in Brownsville, Texas, which is in the Rio Grande Valley. And again, one thing good with Brownsville is where the star base of Elon Musk. Now you know, okay? So now that's what makes it more, I will say, famous. So now they moved there, and recently, during our Texas Southmost, which is Stacy conference down there in RGV, I shared to her, we had a table. Okay, this is what happened. TECECN will go to the different conference and have our table vendor. And then I asked her if she is, willing to join. And she said she's gonna be, she wants to do it, like a consultant and a trainer because she's done teaching. So that's why she registered for our TECECN. I think she's the first one in Brownsville, right, Cheryl? To become a
No,
mentor
she's not. Actually,
in
we have a couple
Brownsville.
other consultants that are in Brownsville too.
Brownsville or McAllen?
I'm not.
McAllen is different from when we talk about last time. That's
Okay.
in that's in McAllen. The two ladies, there's in McAllen. That's a city, and Brownsville is another city. But when we say RGV, they're all in RGV. So in RGV, she's the third one, but in Brownsville City, she's the first one. So anyway, yeah, that's her story. But the reason she was not able to go right now is she's been busy. We've been communicating with her, but she's really interested is that her husband is going to a medical situation, so she has to go back and forth in San Antonio. But I know the heart is there. She's very much willing, and she's given her intention also shared it to Cheryl. And that's the story of Lupita. But she's good. Thank you.
Great. So, the experience, one of the things I love most about TECECN is that it really brings so many of us from all around Texas together, and we all have so much different experiences and knowledge to share with each other. And so I really hope that y'all have a chance to be actively involved and to be able to share what you can with the other TECECN members as well. So the ASPIRE Mentorship is for members who have met the qualification as our other members, but we want to help y'all to join the Texas Trainer Registry. Once you're approved on the Texas Trainer Registry, then you can be added to our TECECN directory. Now, how many of y'all, and there's only a couple of us on here, but have actually looked at the Texas Trainer Registry? Are y'all familiar with it? Okay, so I'm actually going to practice sharing my screen. Let's see, I tried to pull up the trainer registry. Am I successful?
You want to share the website?
Yeah, okay. I was going to share the website.
I think this website, yeah.
Okay, let me see. Hold on, I may have to. I'm still learning about stop the sharing, and let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on one second. Okay.
So Cecil, is this the first, while Cheryl is trying to get the website for TECPDS, Cecil, how long have you been here? I mean, are you really a Texan or are you coming from the other places?
I am really a Texan. I was born and raised here. So I've been here my whole life.
Okay, congratulations. How about you, Dendre?
No, I've only been here for about 2 years, so I'm brand spanking new.
Okay, so what state do you literally live throughout your life?
Uh, oh my goodness. Born in upstate New York, lived in Hawaii for, like I said, 2 decades. Moved to California, then Minnesota, and then here in Texas.
That's awesome. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm too. Went from East Coast, Delaware, went to Oklahoma, and then went to the state of Washington, and then finally Texas. And my husband says, we need to stay in Texas because this is a blessed state. Okay. But you're on the right place, Dendra. So welcome.
I
You're
think
gonna
so
enjoy
too.
it here. Okay, I think Cheryl is ready.
Okay, and
right?
everybody can see the Texas Trainer website. Okay,
yeah.
So I'm going to show a little bit about this. You may or may not be familiar with this, but if you go into search for trainings right here, then it's going to give you these different opportunity or different ways that you can search, like either by core competency area, experience level, or by trainer name. And if you connect trainer and then you hit all, then it's going to show you all of the trainers by name. So for example, let's see if I can get it to work. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my name.
That's
As
a
you can
lot of
see,
trainers.
there is a lot. And there's probably, I'm going to guess by name, about over 800. I think it's a really big number, which is one of the benefits of having the TECECN directory, because we all are a smaller number and a little bit more personal in the sense of you can see like someone's picture and a description. Let's see, I think I'm coming up. Here we go. Okay, so like this is mine. And so it'll show you here your ID number, your name, your level, county, email, and phone number to be contacted. And then when you actually click on it, it should give you more information. It may not be working quite as well since I'm sharing my screen. There we go. And this will show you my list of trainings. That's what you see on the Texas Trainer Registry. So that's the trainer registry. Now it's actually really pretty easy to use, and there are a lot of help guides to sign up. Have y'all looked at the application process yet to become?
Cheryl, excuse me, I put it in the chat, the TECPDS website. So if they're gonna click it, it will direct them. So if you can see that on our chat room. Thank you.
Okay.
And maybe since they are not yet logged in, I don't know if that's something, Cheryl, that you're planning to do. At least they will see it from the main page.
Okay. All right. And then I wanted to actually go to another document to show y'all. Okay. This is a little bit more navigating than I normally do. So we'll see. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to go out of this. All right. Well, let me show y'all from the out. Let me talk a little bit about the ASPIRE program, and then we'll talk a little bit more about TECPDS. So I sent you another follow-up email that kind of showed what we were going to accomplish tonight. And what I wanted you to take away from tonight is an idea of why you want to join the Texas Trainer Registry. It's good to know that it is $60 to complete your application. And you also need to have a Gmail account to complete their sign up. Those are two things that are good to know from the start. Okay. I'm going to share with y'all the child care licensing trainer requirements. Are y'all familiar with minimum standards here in Texas?
No.
Okay. And so Deidre, in the email I sent you, there is a link to this page, but in a second, I'm going to show you like the specific area of minimum standards that you can go to that will show you what is requested by licensing. And another reason, again, why you want to be on the Texas Trainer Registry. Also going to look a little bit at TECPDS and the core competencies and where you find that. And then on the Texas Trainer Registry, what their qualifications are to join, which we all should meet those qualifications. As far as being a part of the ASPIRE mentorship, what we hope that you get from this is one, a mentor like either myself or Nilts. So if you need to reach out to either of us for support in creating a trainer proposal or trainer instructional plan before you submit it to the Texas Trainer Registry for approval, we're here to help you with that. You can also help each other as part of this cohort together. So we want to be there to mentor you and to help you. The process is not super complicated, but it's always better to be able to do it with somebody and just have that support as if you need it. And I know that we all sound like we're experienced trainers. So you may have a training that you just need to adjust or adapt a little bit. But like Denise, who's a newer trainer, we're here to help Denise to create the training and to be able to submit that to the trainer registry. And then as for our meetings, what I would like to do is tonight we're having an orientation meeting where we're going to talk about the ASPIRE program and then also the application steps. We'll talk about them briefly. And then as you're going through the process online, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me as well, because it's really going to come to signing up with them, following their steps, and then downloading the documents that they request. So you'll be able to do that on your own. And then we'll have a second session. The second session I'm thinking could be an hour and a half. And in that second session, I want to familiarize y'all with some of the most important resources here in Texas, like our core competencies, Little Texans, Big Futures, which is child development resource, and the CDC, Learn the Science, Act Early, looking at where you find minimum standards. Are you familiar with the Caring for Our Children national standards?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so Caring for Our Children is the national standards and its best practices. And honestly, there's a lot of early childhood professionals like teachers and administrators that are not familiar with this. And so when I go to trainings, I like to ask that question and then make them aware of it because it's a great resource. It goes beyond the minimum standards and again is on best practices and just a really supportive document to use. And then we also have Texas Rising Star. Are y'all familiar with Texas Rising Star here in Texas? Okay. And Head Start has their Knowledge Center, Learning and Knowledge Center. Are y'all familiar with Head Start's resource? Okay, good, because that's a really good one. And then there's some other resources that I can share with y'all. So we'll talk about the resources because those are good to know. And as a member of TECECN, you have access to your members account. And if you go into your members account, and if y'all remember, I kind of showed you that there's 4 squares, left, right, and then go bottom, left, right. Well, on that bottom right corner is a consultant resource library. And there's more resources there. So as you're preparing your training for TECPDS, I think y'all know that TECPDS and Texas Trainer Registry are the same. And they are connected to CLI. So you may hear us kind of exchanging that, kind of going back and forth with that language. But these are some really great resources. And so for the second session, about an hour and a half, we'll spend time talking about our trainings and looking at what the sample plan looks like. And I can show you one of my instructional plans that I've turned into them and had approved. And then we'll have a third session, and that one will be hold on, I think, did I confuse myself? Let me see. Okay, and then on that the next session, the second one, we'll also let me see, wait, 2, 3. We'll talk about like some of the best practices, training objectives. If you're not, for someone who's not familiar with like Bloom's taxonomy, we'll make sure that everybody has that. And then we'll go to that will be our second. Then the third of our sessions will be where we talk about what we're calling a capstone. And what we'll ask you to do is to take the training that you have created and use that as a member training to give to the membership. Now, all members are asked to do this, but one of the benefits of doing that is you can use the Texas Trainer Registry to create your training, be able to do attendance there, create your certificate, so you'll know how to do that when you're also giving a training to a child care center. Because all of at the conferences and your child care staff are now using TECPDS as a way to maintain their training records. So we want to align with TECPDS and be able to make that as easy as we can for our teachers and staff to be able to maintain their training records. Okay, so that will be that. And then the very last session will have for completing and completion and recognition. And that will be where we just talk about now that you've completed the steps to become an approved trainer, the benefits that you get from being within TECECN, and then other ways that you can get involved in the training and in the community. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to do is show you a few resources I have here. And we have about 29 minutes. I will keep us at that amount of time, and then I will send out these documents to you as well. The Texas Trainer Registry is a really good process to follow, if you will just kind of follow what they say. They also have really good how-to guides to use. And there's a orientation video that I believe I shared with you in the information I sent you. So I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to show you, let's see, I wanted to show you, okay, I'm going to show you minimum standards. I'm hoping that you'll be able, can everybody see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a part of the Texas Trainer Registry. I'm sorry, of minimum standards. And the first thing it says here is under this chapter 746.13.17, must training for my caregivers and the director meet certain criteria. And one of the first criteria here is a training provider registered with the Texas Trainer Registry or Texas Early Childhood Professional Development System Trainer Registry, again, a long way of saying TECPDS, maintained by the Texas Head Start State Collaborative Office. So this is important, and if you are contacted by a director, they may ask you if you have a TECPDS number. If you register for a conference, they're going to ask you this. And there are other criteria here that you may meet that would allow you to do a training even without being on the trainer registry, but it's just better to have that ID number and to be a part of the trainer registry community. Okay. And I can share with you the link to minimum standards, but we'll go over that in our next training. Okay. On this, again, it shows you just different information, as well as I also highlighted this part here. One of the important things here, if you are not on the trainer registry yet, is that if you're a person who has at least 2 years experience working in child development, a child development program, early childhood education, a childhood education program, or a Head Start or early Head Start program, and has a current CDA, or holds at least an associate's degree in child development, early childhood education, or a related field. And so I think a lot of trainers who might not be on the registry yet may find that this is a criteria that they meet, allowing them to do some of the training as well. Okay. Do y'all have any questions about that? Okay, the minimum standards. Okay, let's see if I can do this without closing down my I can go to my next. Oh, I did. I think I closed it. Okay, let me pull it back up. I'm not sure if you're in Google Drive how you can go from one document to another without it taking you out. So it'll let me do that.
Yeah, depending on the doc, you might actually close the doc out and it takes you back into the original folder, or the back arrow on the doc itself. It just depends.
Okay. I think the more organized we are, the more folders that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So that was the minimum standards. And then I wanted to show you Texas on the Texas Trainer Registry site. They do have what their requirements are. I'm not sure how well y'all can see this. Is it small on your screen too? Let's see if I can, oh, there we go. Okay, so how you come into the trainer registry based on your level is going to depend upon these different things: your years of experience, your education, the degree that you're in, the number of training hours that you have provided, and then I think the micro credentials. So you, having done train the trainer, and Cecilia, I'm not sure if you've worked with micro credentials before.
No, I haven't.
And so this is actually one of their newer additions to the Texas Trainer Registry. And honestly, we're all learning about it. And so what I think is our plan is, once we do the ASPIRE mentorship and we have y'all are approved and on our directory, then the next kind of mentorship that we may have will be for those of us who are ready to do micro credentialing. And so we'll work through it together. And when you join, when you sign up, you're already going to get, I think it's these 9 credentialing badges that will come just by meeting the criteria from the initial approval to the trainer registry. But then if you want to continue to move up to becoming a like level 3 or level 4 or higher, then you'll start to do the micro credentialing. And one of the benefits of doing the membership training is you can record your training like we are tonight. And then you can take parts of that training and you can actually use it towards your micro credentialing as an example of your training that you've done. Or if you're ever at a conference, let us know that you're going to present. And if one of us are there, then we can come into your training and we could record or some of your, like if it's like an activity that you do or a subject that you're teaching on and you want to use that towards your micro credentialing, then we can help you to record that and then you can save that and that will help you to increase your level. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So to go out of here, I think it's
So just
yeah.
clarifying. So like if I have my master's
Mm-hmm.
in educational leadership, but and I have, of course, my teaching, right? And so but it says degree in concentration or specialization. I mean, I have an early childhood endorsement, and that would be those 12 hours. So is that where I would fall, like a level 4?
So
Or
I'm I hesitate to say that myself because I think that the reviewers with TECPDS are going to be the ones to have to answer that question once you submit your application. What I can tell you is, for me, that I have a master's in social work and I have my years of experience and have met some of the requirements, and I'm a level 3 at this
okay.
point. And Niels, aren't you a level 3 as well?
Yes, I'm level 3.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, because that's 300 hours is a lot. 61 to 300 is I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. So Cecil, just like what I'm sorry to interrupt Cheryl, but those are the, I will say, requirements that they're gonna check with you. So as long as you have all the documentation provided, it could be, 1, 2, 3, you could be, but the 4, as of now, I don't think
Yeah,
there's a 4 right now because
it's real hard. Yeah.
the requirement for the 4, no, they just published 4 like last year because they want us to have the micro credential, right, Cheryl? So for us to reach 4, which Cheryl and I are working, is for the micro credential. Those are one of the requirements for us to be on that master trainer for.
Okay. So you have to have those micro credentials in order to be, okay.
Yes.
But also, I want to say that, like, we haven't turned in documentation for the full 300 hours of training. Like it says that, I think if you say, again, it's kind of why I think if they review it, like, I have 10 years of experience and I've done, this, and this, and I have, this degree. And So they look at really the big picture, and then they find that level. And
Okay.
most of us who have a significant amount of experience as a trainer right now are at that level 3. And then
Okay.
we're all like, those of us who want to go to the next level would then need to start working on the micro credentialing. So, oh, and I should also say this, that if you start, when you start with the Texas Trainer Registry, if you have a training that like only has like 1 to 2 of the core competencies, then you might be at that level 1 or 2 until you turn in like another training that adds another core competency to the trainings that you have. So you may have to turn in more than like, you may have to turn in a couple of trainings. Like I have like 12 trainings on there over my 10 years of being on the trainer registry. So I have like about 6 to 8 core competencies listed right now. But for somebody who turns in like another consultant who has experience, but she turned in a training and it was on child development. And so right now I think that has her around like a level 2 trainer. But when she starts to turn in other trainings, that shows she has more core competencies.
Okay.
So
Okay. Thank you.
okay, I'm gonna try this again. Let's see if I can. I'm pretty sure it's gonna close me out again. Yeah. Oh no, it didn't.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. Let me go in here. I can attach some of these documents to y'all. How when you go onto the TECPDS account, it's going to show you how to create a Google account if you don't already have a Gmail account. Otherwise, you will. Do y'all remember? I think it'll be hard to pull back up, but on the TECPDS to the right of the screen, it said login or sign up. Did y'all see that? And so you're going to hit sign up, and then you're going to basically follow the procedure. Actually, let me go ahead and pull it up because that's really the last thing I wanted to show to y'all. And then what I'll do is let you work on uploading the documents that they're requesting. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Okay, so right here, you would go to sign up. And then it's going to let you, okay, let me go into another account. I already have an account, so I'm not going to be able to go too far with this. But if you have a Gmail, then you can go ahead and just continue here. And it's going to give you this page. And this is where you just literally start to fill out all of your information. And you submit, and it's a free account here. And then you're going to just follow what they ask you to do. I can't go into that page because I already have an account set up. And I forget if they ask you to do training hours. I think you may have to do that. And CLI engaged trainings. Deidre, are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay, then I will send that to you. But you're basically going to upload the documents that you have that they request. And once you've completed that, then you will submit that part.
Okay.
And then the next step is going to be to work on a training plan, and then also a proposal, and then your training plan. So what I would like to do is suggest that we meet in 2 weeks. So on Monday the 20th, that would give y'all 2 weeks to just do the application.
So that's MLK Day.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Is there a different day we could do? I'm going to be gone.
I could do Wednesday the 22nd.
I could do that. I don't know if that works for Deidre. or
Um,
Denise?
at what time are we looking at on the 22nd?
Probably sticking with 6:30. Oh, wait, I need to double check our schedule. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, the 22nd at 6:30 is okay for me.
Okay. Okay. And then Nilt, are you willing to be a resource? Can I include you on the email? You're muted. I know Nilt is saying wonderful things right now. I can
Yes,
speak
I'm
for
so
her.
sorry, guys. I have the email in the chat box that we have, and then Wednesday I have a midweek service in our church. So
Okay.
Wednesday is not, I'm not gonna do Wednesday, but all other days I'm fine with you guys. But anyway, I am here. I'm available. Just let me know what you need. We can always work it out, just like what Cheryl said. We are here to help you because we are a team. We are not working individually, but we are here to support all you guys all the way. Whatever you need from us, because this is where honestly, I don't think in my experience, Cheryl, nobody taught me when I applied this almost 9 years ago. I did it myself.
Mhm.
So I really studied and all that stuff. So when Cheryl said, okay, let's have this, I said, go. I'm with you, Cheryl. I'm gonna be part of this Aspire program because I know those interested trainer wants to be in a tech ped. But of course, we need to have a mentor that will help them. And that's why as a team, we're here. Cheryl and I will be devoted to you guys. In fact, I'll give you my email, my cell phone number here just in case you want to reach out to me or okay, nice.
So does Thursday work with anybody, the 23rd?
So
Yeah.
I cannot do that 23rd. We can push it another week. Do y'all want to do Monday the 27th?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do Monday evenings because I
Okay.
have a prior commitment, which is why I'm
Okay.
in my car right now.
What is the time what date are you available, guys? What day? I mean, not Monday,
Cecilia.
Tuesday, Thursday.
I
Yeah,
could do the 28th if we wanted to do that Tuesday, because it
Okay.
sounds like we've got church on Wednesday.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. How about you, Dendra?
yep,
Can
I
you
can do the 28th.
perfect. How about you? Now let's ask Cheryl. She might have a
I actually cannot do the 28th. Sorry. Can we do, what about Thursday the 30th?
I
I'm
can do
okay.
that.
Thursday the 30th?
I can do that.
Okay.
I'll be out of town, but I should still be able to get on by then.
Okay.
How about you, Cecil?
I can do that, yes.
Awesome. I think
Do
Thursday
you have
works for
Denise on
us.
still?
How about you, Cheryl?
The 30th, yes.
Awesome.
Okay. And then I wanted to close today by just saying a couple of quick things. So I recognize that we are all professionals, and as you are working through this process, if you find yourself wanting to move forward, you're welcome to, continue on with the application and then come back and we can still talk about what we're going to cover in the next session together as trainers. Then also wanted to remind y'all that as an Aspire member, the only benefit that you're working towards is being on our online directory, but you have all the other benefits, including some really fun things that are coming up. This Thursday, the 9th, we're having a focus group on virtual practices and activities. So if you want to join this Thursday evening, I think it is set for 7 o'clock, and that's virtual. And so that's our first focus group. And then also on January 16th, we're doing a statewide networking social. So we have 41 members right now in TECECN. Optimistically speaking, I like to think all 41 will be there. But we would love to have y'all join us if you can. And I sent out an email today, which had the Zoom link for both this Thursday and then also the 16th. So I want to make sure that y'all know that y'all are welcome to do the focus group and also do the virtual meetup. This is our opportunity to meet with all of our consultants that are statewide. And then we also will have some upcoming in-person social networking events that, let's see, I know one is in Houston, and I don't think we're in the Denton area. We have one in Houston, Round Rock. Are y'all attending any conferences over the next couple of months?
We have, I don't know if you've heard of TASPIC. We were, so it's Texas, it's a big long acronym, Texas Administrators for Young Children, da 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 da. And so we are having our symposium. We have one every year, and that's going to be the week of the, hold on just a second, week of the 23rd and 24th, and that's in Odessa.
Far.
I know. I was like, why are we doing it in Odessa? I didn't choose the place.
Yeah.
Are you part of the board, Cecile?
Yeah, I am part of the board.
Okay. Maybe you know what? You can share some stuff for us so the TECECN can have like a table next time.
Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Share, of course, like we've got all the big vendors are coming in, Lakeshore, and all of the big ones are coming in. But I can just share stuff around.
Yeah. And you said that's going to be when? That's administrator for, and
Yeah.
okay.
So that is the February the 23rd.
Okay.
And
That's
so that's a half
Saturday?
day. And so we do like a little get together. We drink wine on the 23rd. We drink wine on the 23rd. And then we do learning on the 24th. And then the 25th, we do school visits.
Oh,
It's a half day on the 25th.
that sounds good. Well, you know, we want to get involved in as many conferences as we can. And if you have any friends that are trainers or consultants that want to consider being involved in TECECN, please let them know about us.
I will.
And Denise, I know you're still on with us. Do you have any questions or anything that you would like to share? Just double check with her before we.
Cheryl, do you want, she said no questions.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing this, Cecil. And by the way, just to inform everyone, we're going to have a General Assembly on June the 21st. Please mark your calendar. That's in Austin. So we're saying to you in advance, so you'll make a preparation and we'll give you more detail of it. Maybe on, you said, Cheryl, we have on the 16th, right? Focus group. Maybe share some ideas with you guys because I'm a chair for the event on this particular event that we're going to have, the General Assembly. So you get more information from me, but it's definite. It's going to be on, again, June the 21st, and that's Saturday at Austin.
And the purpose of the General Assembly is to invite our consultants to Austin and then to have some activities, some trainings, and then also for the board to be able to give a report about what we've accomplished in the first year.
And of course, as a nonprofit organization, we should have the General Assembly, and at the same time, like a meet and greet and some kind of, you know, some sessions. But we'll give you more detail. Maybe I got some, Cheryl, on our next meeting, just to give you an idea, guys. But mark that in your calendar because we're excited. This is an in-person, by the way. This is not virtual. This is an in-person. So we're excited for that. Thank you.
So over the next couple of weeks, as y'all are working on completing your application, let us know if you have any questions about it. And I will send you some information probably tomorrow to, again, provide you some more guidance with doing that. Okay. All right. Well, it's good to see
Thank you,
y'all.
Cheryl.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Really appreciate the information, ladies.
All
Yes.
right. You're welcome. Have a good night.
Thank
Thanks.
you
You
so
too.
much,
You
everyone.
too.
Nice to
We'll see you
meet
soon,
you.
Lupita.
Have a
Okay.
great weekend. Bye,
Bye.
Denise. Thank you so much.